this is how Mohbad died. And Baba told the police, this is what they told me, this is how they told me this guy. Now the police will investigate further. But you keeping certain information will not let the police dig further. It's what you told them they're going to work on.
Exactly, that is it. If
Do
Baba
you
did
understand?
not come up, if Baba did not align with the police, if he did not work with them, if he did not open up that, okay, among the 15 people that were there, this I asked this other one, he told me this, I asked this, he told me that, I asked the other one, he told me, not working on Wunmi and Mohbad alone, there are others there. If Baba should explain to the police that, okay, this said this said that, then the police will have to pick all of them up for further investigation and interrogation.
Bro, we can't hear you. Bro, we can't hear you at all. I don't know if it's Papariano's network or your network. We can't hear you.
I think, Mickey, can you hear me?
No, we can't.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hey, maybe it is your network, CHUCKY.
People in the comment section too. People in the comment section can hear you. People in the comment section can hear you.
But I think I'm loud enough. My network is good. I base in Europe, so I don't know what happened. Papariano, what is happening?
Can you guys hear each other now?
Papariano, what is happening? Papi, do you want us to hold on?
All right, yeah, I can hear you now. I think it's from my side. I think it's from me. Sorry.
Mr. Ricardo, you can carry on. We are hearing you. You can carry on.
I can hear you now. I think it's from my side. I think it's from me. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, Chuk.
Bro, we can hear each other. Yeah.
Okay. So that is just it. That is like what I was saying to Mickey. Baba might have made a mistake from the beginning. You know, right from the beginning, he made that mistake by following the online supporters. He was enjoying the fame, not until to the last minute. Now he's now realizing his mistake. As a father,
What mistake are you talking about? What mistake are you talking about? Like, I don't get it.
He himself jumped on the online, the whole thing. He should have allowed the police. He should have been with the police. By him going about from one interview to the other, from one place to the other, he should have aligned with the police, walk along with the police, not with the online. Now the online is now trying to.
When you say online, can you give me an example?
Are we not online now? Are we not analyzing the whole
No, but
thing
what
now?
has he taken online that he said that you think is not true? So give me an example.
What I'm telling you is that he was granting interviews when all this situation started. The police are not working with the online issue. The police, that is the reason you all are saying the police are not working. The investigation was shabbily done. But
You're still not answering my question, bro. You said Papa went with the online people. He's gone to the police department. He's given statements, right? Before the online people jumped on it. So tell me one thing that the online people had said that he followed. Like, say, was it the online people that said, okay, it wasn't the nurse that acquired Mohbad? Or just give me one example of something that you think that Baba took from people on the street, on the other people on social network, and he jumped on it.
for instance, from day one, the DNA. Then, number two, his grandson. He rejected his grandson. And number three, himself and Wunmi were pals. He was closer to Wunmi than Mohbad. They were pals. But because of all these things that happened, and people started condemning Wunmi from day one, after the DNA came out, because this justice for Mohbad started when we saw that video, which was posted where Sam Larry was
Was it
bullied.
online people that told him about placenta? Was it online people that told him about
I'm
placenta?
not talking about placenta. You
You're
said
talking about DNA now. You mentioned DNA.
yeah. You asked me one now, and I've told
Yeah,
you.
you've given me three, so I'm picking it
Yeah.
from the first one. You mentioned DNA. So Baba remembered that they did not give him placenta. So 2 + 2 = 4 in his head. Could it be the reason they didn't give me
You see,
placenta? Despite the fact that Maisi's wife or Maisi himself told Baba that this is what happened. This is not online now. This is Maisi, who is Mohbad's friend. All right.
yeah.
So you can't say you got that from this is a private conversation that he had with somebody. Then he remembered that there was an issue of placenta back then, and maybe his brain now, I don't know. Then he started thinking, okay, could it be the reason why they didn't give you the placenta? So you can't say it was the online people that put that idea in his head. So go on.
Okay, so be that as it may, I said for him to now come back to his senses now, with the way Yomi is going about wanting to implicate Adura, no father will open his eye to see that the second son, if care is not taken, might be drawn into it for what he did not know about. So maybe that is the reason for him doing that music. Maybe that is what at least that is what he knows how to do better. Communication. If you want to communicate, do it via music. It will go far and wide. You understand? So like I said, from day one, he made the wrong step. He made the wrong mistake. He should have calmed down. I mean, go with his son and then talk to him with the wife. The family. He should have made it the family thing, but he rejected his son, rejected the wife, and then went with Buki Jesse. That is where he started. I did not agree with Mickey when he said because money was not forthcoming in again. That is why he is turning around to insult those that are helping him. Because no, it's not. I don't think it's about money. He is now realizing that this situation, if care is not taken, Adura might be going in for what he did not know. He has no hand in. The way Yomi is going about wanting to implicate him, he's wrong. It's wrong. You don't do that. You understand? So
He's wrong. Yomi is wrong, or Baba is wrong. Who is wrong?
Yomi is wrong. Yomi is wrong. You should allow the police to do their work.
But the police not doing their work. Is the police not working? Is Yomi doing the job of the police? Is it Yomi that did the forensic?
You see, if I were to be if I were to be Baba, I should have gone to ask for a gag. What is it from the court to stop Yomi from all this? If even the police are there, because I know why the police are just.
See, you're not speaking as someone who is neutral, who is genuinely looking for justice. When you talk about justice here, if you have not done any wrong, no matter how much, let me finish, bro. No matter if somebody says you stole something, right? Wouldn't you fight it to the end? That I said I did not steal this thing.
Okay, what has Yomi done now?
If Adura is in the clear, there is no reason for him to be worried. I didn't do it. It's left for them to prove it did it. If they can't prove it did it, he will walk free. So all these they want to gag, they want to know. If he's not done anything, nothing is going to happen to him. Nothing is going to happen to him. So all this is you're saying, you're speaking from one side of a knife.
You're not
trying to use both.
Listen, I am not speaking from one side. What I'm saying is that at least the corona inquest, what the nurse said is what I am banking on. This is what happened to
what the nurse said in the corona inquest does not align with what Adura and Wumitu have said. So you can tell that there is something is not connecting. Something is not connecting. Where the nurse said Adura was not there. Adura said he went upstairs. He saw the nurse when they poured water. Wumi said there are so many things. They're not just. So are you telling me the nurse did not see Adura upstairs. Like you can tell that a lot of things is not connecting.
But the nurse agreed that he injected Mohbad.
Correct?
That is it. That is all what
And
we
when they
need.
asked the nurse, when they told the nurse you killed Mohbad, she said no.
Look. If the nurse has agreed injecting Mohbad, that is all what the court need. You see,
so you can't say that.
You see, that is the reason. That is the reason we are having all
bro,
these.
That is inquest. They're not giving judgment there. You can't
I know
say that.
they are not giving.
Exactly. They'll continue to investigate. If another evidence surfaces tomorrow, you won't say because the nurse said I gave injection. If autopsy comes with strangulation, would you say, oh, because the nurse said I injected? Of course no.
So, are you believing that the autopsy Baba is going to do?
I'm just saying. No one knows what you don't know. I'm just saying that you cannot see when it comes to criminal cases. They leave it open. They leave it open. Any new evidence, they will look into it. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it does not make sense. But you can't say for sure when the person said, I did not kill this person. This person was alive when I left. All right? And now, if autopsy comes out with something different, it means the nurse was right that when she left, the person was not dead. Someone else did the doing.
But she did not say so.
She said, I did not kill Mohbad. She's already said that. She said, they put it to her. You killed him. And she said, no.
Because she wanted to implicate Wunmi, but that Wunmi,
that is what you would say.
The water that she
wants to defend herself. You're not saying she wants to defend herself. You're saying she wants to implicate.
Yeah, because she said at the end, she said the water they poured on him. That is the reason. That is what causes the death, not his own injection.
Who said it was the water that caused the death? Who said that?
That is where she is going now.
How can you say that is where she is going? How can you tell where somebody is going? Like how can you? Is that affirmative statement?
And what happened? The complication Mohbad they developed. How did he develop it?
He via the injection. Yes.
That is it. That is just it.
Let me ask you a question.
That is just it.
Wait, let me ask you this question. Hold on. Let me ask you this question. Say, for example, now, somebody is gasping for breath. Like, let's say, for example, the person couldn't breathe properly, and you're saying to yourself that, what can I do to help this person? You now dip that person's head inside swimming pool. Who and the person pie? Who killed that person?
You see, your question is not logical. It's not. Your question is not logical. You know that person might get drawn, but pouring water or sprinkling
trying to save the person.
Sprinkling water on somebody. Sprinkling water on somebody that is having convulsion, that is convulsing, we do not buy.
Wait, hold on a minute. So someone that is convulsing, you pour water on the person. You that you think your own analysis is being smart here. So somebody is convulsing, you pour water on that person. That's what you would do.
That has been there from time immemorial.
It's not that somebody
all these things were there. All these things were happening.
With your own knowledge. With your own knowledge, you that I'm speaking to currently, today, if somebody is convulsing, that is what you would do.
That is what I will do. That is what you will do. Because
so I see why you're making it.
That is what I learned. I never learned water can kill if somebody is convulsing. I learned that this water can save the person if convulsing.
That is what I learned
right from youth.
Wait, but now you know it's wrong.
It is not wrong until when it is because of this mobile case. That is when you believe. That is when you think it is wrong.
But now we're talking about now that you know that thing can kill somebody, would you still do it?
It cannot kill, Ogbeni. It cannot kill.
All right.
It cannot kill.
Tí ọ̀tá ẹ̀ bá ti fẹ́ lọ́yọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan tó bá ti ní kọ̀ọ̀kan da omi sí ẹ lórí.
Definitely, sure. Because it cannot kill. It is because you people are wanting to place the blame on another person. That's why. How can you tell me say the person?
This is it. You're not being neutral.
No.
Google is your friend. Go and Google it. Go and Google it. It's your friend. You will see the answer there.
My question is, how are we sure this narration is true?
You
What
are just
narration,
talking my
sir?
mind. You are just talking my mind.
What narration, sir?
No, you guys are arguing
Doing about
on an
the
issue. So you're arguing how they pour water on it. Are you sure that was what happened?
That was what the nurse said. That is what the nurse said at the inquest.
So are you sure the nurse is not playing on the script?
We
Because
will know that, but we can only analyze what she said.
even when you are analyzing, you see, when you see issues like this, one thing that must first come into your mind is imagine a case of murder, which we perceive is murder. This is not a natural death. Lingering for over 1 year in Lagos. Don't you think something is fishy?
Like what?
What I'm saying is, if you have a case like this with a guy that controlled virtually all nook and cranny of the nation, Nigeria, when this incident happened, that people showed the love they have for him, and even till now, nothing has been able to be unraveled concerning his death. All we are just seeing as something that are so doubtful, so skeptical.
You see,
Mr. Shefo, hold on, Ricardo. Mr. Shefo, you are doing the same thing you came up to talk about. You two, you are talking about something you don't know. How are you sure that
Exactly.
somebody is controlling it?
Sorry.
You're saying exactly what you came up to, what you came
Okay.
to.
Very quick,
I'm saying
quick
what
one.
exactly? Okay.
Very quick one. Just to sorry to come in. I'm going to go down in a minute.
Okay.
Just talking about Ricardo about the water thing. But I want us to realize that people die of a sudden shock, heart attack. Especially if you go to the bathroom, if you have an underlying heart issues like high blood pressure, and you jump in the bathroom and you run a cold shower on your head from the beginning, you might get a shock. So just bear that in mind. That's just I wanted to.
That I know. That is why it is advisable before. But if you want to bath, you start from your feet. You pour the water.
So you coming into saying that it's not possible. It is possible.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
That is not possible.
All right. Okay.
I'm talking about when we were young. Okay. You see.
No. Forget about. We're not talking about history now. We're talking about what happened in the last 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying to you. I
don't know what your full name.
Mr. Richie, he knows what he's talking about. Mr. Richie knows what he's talking about. He doesn't want to be in the middle. He's come with a narrative that, they want to pin it on one person. That is why he does not want to think outside the box. He doesn't want to think outside the box. He wants to stick to, they want to pin it on somebody.
Okay,
that is what he's trying to say.
CHUCKY.
Yeah.
CHUCKY.
Thank you.
CHUCKY is not CHUCKY, it's CHUCKY.
CHUCKY, okay. CHUCKY. That should be, if it's CHUCKY, I expect it to be R there, not C. If you have
CHUCKY from Child's Play.
So you see, we are talking. Say something said this is a murder case. Everybody said it's a murder case, and you believe that in Lagos, for that matter, somebody somewhere murdered somebody, and the person for 1 year plus is walking freely in Lagos with our police, with the intelligence that we have, and such person is not in custody. Do you believe that?
Well, the nurse is working freely. The nurse has been working freely.
Yeah.
So what are you going to say?
Yeah, because
there is a script on ground they are playing. You understand? Yeah, they are acting a script on ground.
No.
This thing is not see.
No, I refuse to take that. They are not acting on it.
Even if say listen to me. Listen. Hold on first. Hold on. Do you know why I say that? You should ask me why did I say that?
Why?
Ordinarily, and that's why I said the other time, I said when we want to come into issues like this, we need to be intelligent about it. Talking about the wife for me, talking about the father, talking about the brother, Hadura. Can you see their reaction? You just imagine? I'm talking about Wumi, the wife, the brother, Adura, the Baba of recent, you heard what he was doing. Is that how a normal person who wants justice for his son or for his brother or for his husband will do? And that's the question. So there's something strange that is yet to be unraveled. And that's what I'm saying. We are just thinking out of the box. We are just pointing at this and all that. But still, see, I'm just confused here. Because all this manner of somebody had gone, and this one is denying.
Those are irrelevant cases, irrelevant issue. That is what I'm saying. All these are irrelevant. They are widening the whole
there
thing.
There is more to this. So look, if Baba Mohbad could act the way he's acting, can act the way he's acting, Adura could act the way he's acting. The wife too. And you said the nurse, you were pointing accusing finger to the nurse. What steps have you taken? What is your reaction towards the nurse? You just went to I'm listening. You just went to most of these you just went to this news platform, Arise and the likes of them, and start saying this and that, and even all the things you were saying, there were a lot of discrepancies in those information you were throwing out.
You see, the police are not working with all this paparazzi thing that the family are doing. They are concentrating on what happened on a murder case. That is what they are concentrated upon. Whatever thing that all those ones are mere distractions.
You're right.
All those ones are mere distractions. Whether Wunmi say something, say A at a television, and went to say B at another television, and went to say C at that are all distractions.
They are all distractions. I want to agree that. I want to agree to that.
Let me quickly say. You see, this case is just simple. The police has taken in all these 15 people that were there.
Ricardo, I just want
them.
to ask you a question. You keep on talking about the police. From the word go, when this boy cried, I believe that the police were busy with the investigation, okay? Why was it that the police did not evacuate everybody in that house and steal the house? And the police did not do anything.
Sorry, which background has a lot of children? It's affecting the live stream. Which background has a lot of children? Please be muted.
I think it's
the background with a lot of children.
It's CHUCKY.
Yeah, maybe CHUCKY. I don't have a child.
What did I say? What did I say? What did I do?
No. There is a background. There's a nurse coming from the background.
No, I'm muted now. I'm muted.
Okay. So, Evangelist, go on.
Yes, okay. What I was trying to say is that because if you have been saying let police do their work, I believe that if police really, I'm not saying that they were not doing their work. If actually they were doing their work, when this young man cried, and he was crying in his own house, I believe that those who were living in that house, immediately they were supposed to be evacuated to somewhere else. Why the police carried that investigation? So why were they allowed to stay in that house for a number of months before they could leave their house? Can you please answer me, Ricardo?
You see, I think the police went there a week after. Despite the fact that they were there a week after the Mohbad passed, they were able to get all the medication, all the injection, everything that this nurse used. They were still there. All the evidences were still there, and they got everything. Had it been that when they got there, all this has been cleared, the room has been cleaned, that's another thing that we can now accuse the police. But everything was still there intact, though you are right, they should have condoned off that place, but the police were late to go in. Maybe they should have gotten enough, but despite that, they brought in everybody that were there, and they were questioned, they were interrogated. And what I see in this situation, that the interrogation, none of them flipped, none of their statement did not differ from the other. It's a very simple case, I'm basing my point on, there was a period, I always say this on Papariano platform, this Adedoyin case, he was not there, but someone flipped among those that were arrested. and Adedoyin, as a multi-millionaire, is still in prison. The police are working. There is another case of a wife that invited somebody to help her to buy the husband. The man came, buy the husband, and went with the man's phone. The wife gave the man. Maybe you people have heard about this story. He went to sell this phone, and from the phone, these people tracked this phone. The police tracked this phone to this man, and this man confessed. And that is how they know that the wife is the one that initiated it. She is the one that wants this man to be quiet. And the wife is there, is in the custody, is there. The police are working, for heaven's sake, you guys.
Can I say again? Have you finished? I want to come back to you again. Because apparently when something like that happens, okay, because I believe that's what we heard from the corona, where they said this guy, they took him before the first hospital was declared dead and so forth. And the police, I think the hospital advised them to take this boy home. Okay. Why all those people that were in the house, why didn't they report that this boy has died? Because I believe that Papa Mohbad, and if at all it's true, because allegedly I maybe believe that it's true, why did they wait for Papa Mohbad to come and take the body to the police, to go and report it to the police? Because I believe when something of that nature happened, they're supposed to call the police. Oh, this person has cried. But instead, these people went and reported this particular incident. Why? I'm asking you, Gado. Because you said the police are working.
You see, when something of this sort happens, it's the action, I mean the fear, the sadness. We not know. We not make them to think straight. Many of them, I mean, the wife, everybody will be devastated, and it will not make them think. Say the next thing, the best action they have taken so far is to inform the father, to inform the family. That is it, and which they have done very well. They cannot go to the police and report. It is when the Baba Mohbad will have come in there and said, okay, what happened? I saw blood, I saw this, I saw that. Baba Mohbad should have invited the police there and then to see the body there. Arrest everyone in that house. That is what he should have done, rather than taking him, wanting to bury him that midnight. So that was his own mistake, not all those 15 that were there.
So you are blaming, wait, I'll cut you from there. You are blaming the man. Maybe he's at a confused state, thinking how he has lost, maybe his breadwinner, I don't know. And for him to call the police, what happened to the people that knows what happened to the guy? Why didn't they call the police to come and say this has happened before calling the father? I believe that the first person they were supposed to call the police, then second the father. The father could have come and meet the police at that place. Why are you now blaming the father that the father was supposed to call the police and arrest everybody in the house? For that one, I refuse that.
Accepted they did not call the police. That was a mistake on their own part. Accepted. Now, a neutral person has come in now. That is Baba Mohbad. Okay, what have you done? What did you have? What happened? What happened? What happened? Okay, this, and this. But okay, the next thing is to call the police. That was a mistake on their own part. The 15 people, that is a mistake on their own part. Somebody is leading there. Somebody is at the forefront. Maybe Spending or the DJ Bami or Adura or Wumi. All these 4 people are leading. They are there. Other people cannot take action. One of these 4 should have called the police that, okay, before the arrival of Baba, they should have called the police. But in as much as this thing, they cannot coordinate. They are devastated. Wumi is crying, holding his son, holding the baby Liam. Adura is devastated in one corner. The Jebami, nobody is thinking straight. That's what I believe. But Baba that is coming.
Ricardo, please, can you just
Ricardo, please. We need to be more. We need to be more. We need to be more intentional when we are. Okay, 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 go ahead.